haven't put a lot of these high intent bullpens into these videos because quite honestly, they haven't really yielded that much in results. At the time I'm recording this part of the video, I've only done about 2 weeks of this impulse type training, and it's already started to show some results. Last week, both of my bullpens, I was sitting anywhere from like 69 miles an hour to 72 miles per hour on my fastball. Today, I sat 80-81 primarily on my fastball, and that's only after 2 weeks of doing this impulse training. 2 weeks. Changing all of my training routines into doing something that is a lot more focused and a lot more intentional has really helped me. I'm not to sit here and say that long toss and certain weighted ball drills and things like that aren't beneficial. What I'm saying is the intentionality behind why you're doing it, having a plan, and being consistent with that plan. That has really helped me. This impulse training, there's a lot more to it I can do to help propel myself and get better. Overall, today was the best day of the summer by far. I was doing a little bit of digging through some old videos, some old programs that I did back in 2023. I weighed about 195 pounds at the time, and my body was just moving a lot better than I am now, specifically my lower half. I remember after I threw 86 and talking with my coach, at the time, a lot of different things happened. I didn't have great scat mobility, and I wasn't able to get the most out of my upper body, and so I was very lower body dominant while pitching. But I've realized that as I've put on all of this weight over the last 2.5 years, I just haven't been able to shift my center of mass as efficiently and just move fluidly down the mound. Again, we had some injuries along the way, but at the same time too, my lower half has not gotten better, and if anything, it's kind of regressed. There were a couple drills I kind of looked at that I think I'm going to start implementing back into my training and seeing if that really helps me, maybe gets me to that next place. So I'm either talking to you guys either in my car or just somewhere random. Anyways, today's bullpen was pretty good. I sat 80-81, topped 82, which all things considered and where we're at, we are now 3.5-ish weeks into the impulse style of training. I'm really excited about that. I'm really happy back to the low 80s where we should have started all along, but we're not going to really focus on that. I'm really happy with how I've been progressing. I'm going to deload next week, take it really light, just stay loose, be relaxed. Last time I talked to you guys here in this exact spot was at the beginning of the summer. Been about 7 weeks since the beginning of the summer, since we started throwing again. And a lot has happened over the last 7 weeks. And as you guys have seen over the course of this video and the last one, we've gone through many different things. I hope I'm making sense to what you guys are seeing, and if you guys have any questions, definitely put them in the comment section below and I'll try to get to as many as I possibly can. Traveling that I just did lines up really well with where I'm at in my program/plan. So since this week was supposed to be a deload week, I've taken numerous of the last few days off just from throwing, lifting, arm care, everything, just giving my body a complete rest, and that's really helped. I feel a lot more refreshed. Today is a very important day because today is the first high intent day after my deload week. Now that I'm going to be working solo for the next month, I think I'm going to focus more on like athletic pull downs. I think now is a good time to really explore how my body moves through space, just doing other high effort throwing variations. But we're only going to do max about 15 to 20 throws max effort and just kind of see what happens. Alright, I don't really know what to call this drill, but I did do this drill a couple years ago. Again, this is kind of around the fall of 2023, and what this drill did a really good job of was helping me understand how to shift my center of mass linearly and more towards the target, which, looking back on all that previous video that I did have, that's what I was doing really well. So for this drill, you're going to need a band, and you're going to tie it kind of around waist length, primarily to something that's pretty stable. All right, so what you want to do is you kind of want to have the band somewhere around your hip. So the lower the better. And what you want to feel is you want to feel this band pulling you this way. So it's pulling you back towards obviously the pull. So I'm going to step a little bit more towards my left here, and I'm going to get up into kind of this leg kick position, and I want to feel myself going towards my target, right? So here we go. All right, so I just had this thought. What if this drill of trying to figure out how we can better shift our center of mass, right? Because obviously in some capacity, you still need to close off your shoulders. And so what I'm kind of thinking is that the center of line that you have right here, right? There's a difference between when all of your energy, or some of your energy, right, is back here, right? And you want to delay that until you shift it forward, right, past this line, right? Which I think, you know, from what I've seen online and kind of studied on my own, is your spine, right? If I'm able to drift while keeping this center line, I can efficiently shift. I just need to delay that shift as long as possible, because my hips are still delayed, right? And I'm still stacked, I'm still connected. So that way when I get to this position, right, I feel the tension, I feel it in my back hip, and I feel like I'm ready to go, right? Bam, bam, bam. So now that we just did that, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep that center, that line, that posture, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2. But I still want to feel that rush of energy in that one singular line, right? 2. Because see, I'm gathering, drifting, driving, go. Bam. This is the last high effort day for this week and for this video. Really, as a side thing, I really just want to be as loose and as quick as possible today and just kind of really feel my body work through space. Instead of, muscling up my way to maybe a better number, we need to get there in the most loose and efficient way, because that's ultimately what's going to get us gains